This video will demonstrate how we can populate our custom cube called trial balance 2 cube with other fact data coming from the source fact table. The first cube we created from the GL trans relational fact table, which is the orange cube called trial balance, actually contains all the transactional data from the GL trans fact table. So what we want to do here is to create a simple formula that will pull all fact data from the relational cube and bring them all here in our blue cube, which in this case is the custom cube called trial balance 2. But what we need to do is to put that formula at the end so that all the formulas above it will override this new formula. So as a further explanation, and you may skip this if you want, is this just means that if we have computations for specific accounts already created at the top of this new formula, then that old formula above will be the one used for the corresponding intersections affected. As an example, if you can recall from a demo video from the segment 2, which demonstrates the ETTU model creation and income statement report generation, we have an issue where the signs of the sales accounts, specifically the sales products and sales consulting, appear as negative values. And for reporting purposes, we don't want those accounts to be displayed as negative values in the income statement report. So as a resolution, we created a formula to flip the signs for those two accounts. Then we just applied aggregate weighting to correct the computation logic as they roll up into the subtotals and totals of the income statement report. And since we have that formula at the top, then when sales values are brought into this custom cube, then it will appear as positive values, and the new formula that we will add will just grab the rest of the fact data for detailed intersections of other accounts. So to proceed with the exercise, let's go to the Relation Studio. Then in the Database Explorer pane, let's double-click on the cube, which is the trial balance 2 cube. And you can see this cube definition window open up. So let's go to the Formulas tab. Okay, so now let's just copy the formula from my notepad and ensure to paste it at the end. So let's just scroll to the end right here and then paste. And again, this formula just tells Olation to simply grab all fact data for detailed intersections from the trial balance relational cube and bring it all here into this trial balance 2 custom cube. So after that, let's run the check syntax to check formula validity. And since it's good, let us save the cube. So next, let us proceed to create a slice from this cube, then customize that slice to generate the target balance sheet report. To begin, we will create a simple balance sheet report for one subsidiary company, that being the ETTU Beach Company, and for the year 2018. So let's open up Excel, then click the PowerExcel tab, and select the New Slice option. In the PowerExcel sidebar that appears, let us just select the database connection, which is ETTU 2024 demo. Let us select the cube, which is trial balance 2. We can leave the dimensions at the current slice arrangement, but let us just edit the month, which is located along the columns, and where we put individual month. So let's just delete this, then select January to December and drag and drop this to the display pane on the right. Then click the green checkmark button. Next, go to the rows, select account, then double-click on account. In the select members dialog that appears, just remove this currently displayed member. Next, go to the hierarchy pane. So we can see the custom hierarchies we have created on their balance sheet. So you see this total assets and total liabilities and equities hierarchies right here. First, we will add total assets. Let us expand this to see the full hierarchy definition for it. Then check the box corresponding to total assets. Select total assets, right-click on that, and select check all descendants. Notice how the check boxes corresponding to all of its children becomes ticked. So now drag total assets to the display pane on the right. Then let us just rearrange this accordingly. So let me just do that. So let me just uncheck this and collapse Next, do the same for total liabilities and equity. So check the box, select total liabilities and equity hierarchy, right-click, and select check all descendants. Then once again, drag and drop this to the display pane on the right and just rearrange it. Then let us add some blank members or blank rows in between subtotals. Once all is set, click the green check mark icon to save the changes. Then let's just go back to the filter section and change the company to ETTU. Also change the year to 2018. Back in the PowerExcel sidebar, select current sheet as the location with cell location at A1. Select perspective as the slice type. Leave other default options and click the insert button. So once done recalculating, you now have a basic balance sheet report for the company ETTU Beach for the calendar year 2018. So let me just adjust the column width. Like this. And then let's just add 1000 separators so you can better see the values. Okay. Now you have your balance sheet report. You can customize this report to give it a formal look, which is what you will see next. What you can see is a sample balance sheet report. You can easily change this report to show financial position of a different subsidiary company, say ETTU Shoes, and even a different reporting year, say 2019. So let's make those changes. So let's change this company to ETTU Shoes and also change the year to 2019. And once it's done recalculating, you now have a balance sheet report for ETTU Shoes for the calendar year 2019. And the calculations for their subtotals and the total are handled by the Olation engine. So again, this gives you some form of security that data integrity is intact and unnecessary formula manipulation and accidental data deletion is prevented. And finally, you can also quickly create your consolidated financial report for the parent company, ETTU Global. So to do that, just double click here on the company and select ETTU Global. And then you can also select a preferred reporting year, say 2020. So let's change that. And just that quickly, you now have created a consolidated balance sheet report. Now, generating reports is done much easier and faster through Olation and PowerExcel.